Officer Folsome, he was one of my senior officers down in intake, and that's usually typically where I was assigned to. And it was a pretty heavy workload down there. You're doing releases, isolation tanks, and Folsome was very dependable guy down there. He helped me through that process and made me feel more comfortable as a supervisor at the Lower Buckeye Jail.
Justin was one of the guys as a supervisor you wish he had. He was just a great guy. He's somebody who would always go out of his way to help you.
Officer Folsome and I really hit it off during the time at LBJ. I was having a conversation with somebody, and I mentioned that I played a video game, EverQuest, and he overheard the conversation, and he was talking to me about it, and he's all, "You really still play that game because it's back in 1999?" And I'm like, "Yeah, unfortunately I really do. This game I grew up with, and I'll play it from time to time." And he was really into it and really interested, so he's all, "Hey, let me know how to get it." So after work, we contacted each other, and I helped him set it up. And from the get-go, I mean, we hit it off on that game, and that's how me and him just kind of hung out. Instead of like the normal going out, we hung out in the game 3 times a week. We just scheduled a time. We were both night shift. We got on the game and played for hours until we had to go to bed.
I always remember he would go out of his way to help us as supervisors learn intake if we weren't familiar with it, because primarily we would leave him at intake. I always just remember him, you know, if he had to, kind of putting the shift on his back and getting the work done that other people didn't want to get done, or, you know, he was just the guy who would never complain about anything and just get things, you know, handled and done.
Officer Folsome was very sincere. He did joke around a lot. I did see him joke around with a lot of officers, just having fun, having a good time, but never went outside the scope to where he would offend somebody. It was just always good fun, making the time go really quick. It was just a joy to be around him.
Since he passed, I still think about him every day. Even though with him working graveyard shift and me being on day shift, I wouldn't see him very often, but I always think about, you know, the time we would spend in the parking lot talking for, you know, 10, 15, 30 minutes after the shift, just, you know, talking to, you know, him and his friends and his shift. And as a supervisor, we kind of let, you know, the guys do their job, and we're there to help them if we need to. So we didn't try to interact in, you know, all their business too much. But I think anybody who knew him is gonna miss him.
It's definitely sad that I can't talk to him no more, whether work related or even the game that we play. It is a very unfortunate event, and definitely will miss him due to the interaction that I had with him constantly.
I think I just wish more people had the opportunity to work with him, because just the way he treated, you know, fellow employees, we need more of that right now. We need more of that brotherhood that everybody wishes we had. But I mean, I just wish more people were like him and would, you know, be kind and go out of their way to make people happy and smile and laugh and enjoy their jobs.